Sure. My name is Barrett. I'm a first year. I'm from Boulder, Colorado. I went to the University of Colorado at Boulder for undergrad. I graduated with a degree in journalism, but haven't really done a lot specifically in journalism. In my path before this program, I had sort of three distinct chapters. I worked at Fortune magazine in New York, but on the business side. And then I worked at a large law firm called Skadden Arps here in D.C. And then most recently was living in Santiago, Chile for about 2 years, working at an early stage educational services company. So sort of a different, varied background. Specifically, it was the Georgetown reputation and community overall, in that Georgetown is a great brand and a great network, and more importantly, a great university. So that was the biggest reason. Second to that was the size of the program. There's some other IR programs that are good, but really quite large, or they're good, but don't really have a good location. And by that, I mean here in DC, you can go to various political, international, business events and be back on campus and do that as part of your daily routine. So that's really a plus. Sure. Let's see. I am a co-editor of the book Careers in International Affairs, working with Laura Cressy, who oversees internships and careers at MSFS, and another student, Jen Stephenson. And we're working on the 9th edition, which will be due out next year. So I'm really proud of that. And then I also do some work with the Georgetown Journal of International Affairs in their conflict and security section. So that kind of takes up a good bit of my time outside studying. The community is one of the best traits of MSFS. And even though everyone is really quite busy with their classes and internships and activities, everyone really cares about other people here. And the program develops events and activities such as the New York trip, so you can interact with various alumni in different fields, and then also here on campus things like International Night or the Winter Ball, where even if you don't see people every day, you still have the opportunity to connect with first years and second years frequently. I think, especially with the student groups and clubs focused on regions, people can really get involved with that. I know this year, for example, there's now the Latin Forum, which I don't think was in existence before, and the North Africa Forum, and various other groups. If people have an affinity for those regions or a connection to those regions, perhaps they're from there or study there or work there, they can absolutely get involved with those. And I've seen some really good speakers come from those events that they've developed. So I definitely think that the student groups and clubs related to the regions are really a good way to go. I think that depends on a lot of things. But what I've been trying to pursue is getting back to Latin America, and specifically in a banking role. But a banking role not focused on day-to-day finance or models, but banking from an investor relations standpoint or political risk standpoint. So I'm actively, pursuing internships for this summer, potentially at investment banks with country risk outfits or at political risk agencies that focus on that.